While many EVs see their range vanish the moment they hit cruising speeds, a new elite class of aerodynamically optimized long haulers is shattering the highway hurdle. These 9 electric cars have survived real-world interstate testing at 75 miles per hour to prove they can handle the open road. If you need a vehicle that maintains its distance and efficiency on the long American highway, these are the top performers for 2026. Number 9. Volkswagen ID7. The Volkswagen ID7 is a full-size electric sedan that was designed from the ground up to be a highway cruiser, and its real-world range numbers at sustained high speeds back that up convincingly. The ID7 is equipped with an 86 kilowatt-hour battery, and its WLTP-rated range of 440 miles provides a massive energy reserve for sustained highway driving. In independent highway range testing at 75 miles per hour, the ID7 delivered 224 miles of real-world range, which accounts for the significant energy penalty that comes with constant high-speed cruising. However, at more moderate highway speeds of 60 to 65 miles per hour, testers have recorded range figures pushing well past 300 miles, and Volkswagen set a headline-grabbing record by driving an ID7 584 miles on a single charge under optimized conditions. The ID7's secret weapon on the highway is its exceptionally low drag coefficient of 0.23, which is among the slipperiest shapes in the entire sedan market. That aerodynamic efficiency means the car slices through the air with minimal resistance, preserving battery energy at exactly the speeds where most EVs hemorrhage range. The ID7 also features a heat pump as standard equipment, which dramatically improves efficiency in cold weather by recycling waste heat rather than drawing directly from the battery to warm the cabin. For highway driving, the ID7 represents the gold standard of how far a well-engineered electric sedan can go between charging stops. Number 8. Hyundai Ioniq 5. The Hyundai Ioniq 5 is one of the most popular electric crossovers on the road, and its highway range performance has been independently tested enough times that buyers have a clear picture of what to expect on long drives. The 2026 Ioniq 5 carries an EPA estimated range of up to 318 miles depending on the configuration, with the standard range rear-wheel drive model starting at $35,000 and the long-range all-wheel drive trims climbing from there. In car and driver's rigorous 75-mile-per-hour highway range test, the dual-motor Ioniq 5 delivered 210 miles of real-world highway range, which represents approximately 66% of the top EPA estimate. That number may initially sound like a significant drop, but context matters. 75 miles per hour is a demanding speed that taxes aerodynamics heavily, and 210 miles is still enough to cover a solid 3-hour highway stint before needing to charge. Where the Ioniq 5 truly shines on the highway is what happens when you do stop to charge. The 800-volt architecture enables DC fast charging from 10 to 80% in approximately 18 minutes under ideal conditions, which is among the fastest charging speeds available on any EV at any price. That means a highway road trip in the Ioniq 5 follows a rhythm of roughly 2.5 to 3 hours of driving, followed by a brief charging stop that barely exceeds the time it takes to use the restroom and grab a coffee. The Ioniq 5 starts at $35,000 for 2026, which positions it as one of the most accessible highway-capable EVs on the market. Number 7. Nissan Leaf. The all-new 2026 Nissan Leaf has transformed from a city-focused commuter into a legitimate highway-capable electric vehicle, and real-world range testing has confirmed that this affordable EV can handle sustained high-speed driving with impressive results. The 2026 Leaf comes standard with a 75 kilowatt-hour battery across all trims, with EPA estimated range spanning from 259 miles on the top Platinum trim to 303 miles on the base S model. In the out-of-spec testing 70-mile-per-hour highway range test, the Leaf Platinum delivered 215 miles at constant highway speed on a cold day with ambient temperatures around 38 degrees Fahrenheit. That is only 17% less than the EPA estimate, which is an excellent result considering the cold conditions that reduce efficiency on every vehicle. In Edmunds' real-world range test, which uses a mixed driving loop closer to typical American driving patterns, the Leaf Platinum delivered an outstanding 310 miles, exceeding its 259-mile EPA estimate by 51 miles. Car and Driver recorded 250 miles in their 75-mile-per-hour highway test, further confirming the Leaf's highway credentials. Starting at just $29,990 for the S trim, the Leaf offers the most affordable entry point into genuine highway-range EV ownership. The lower trims with smaller wheels are rated for even more range, meaning a buyer who spends around $31,000 gets a vehicle rated for over 300 miles that has demonstrated it can deliver 250-plus miles at sustained highway speeds. For the price, no other EV on the market matches the Leaf's combination of highway range and affordability. Number 6. BMW i7 xDrive 60. The BMW i7 xDrive 60 is one of the rare electric vehicles that has actually beaten its EPA range estimate during real-world highway testing, which makes it one of the most highway-competent EVs money can buy. With a starting price of approximately $125,750, the i7 xDrive 60 is firmly in the luxury class, but its highway performance justifies the premium for buyers who spend significant time on the freeway. The i7 xDrive 60 carries an EPA estimated range of up to 314 miles on 19-inch wheels, dropping to 308 miles on 20-inch wheels and 296 miles on the sportier 21-inch option. In Car and Driver's demanding 75-mile-per-hour highway range test, the xDrive 60 equipped with 21-inch wheels, the least efficient tire option available, delivered 310 miles of real-world range. That is one of the exceedingly rare instances where an EV has exceeded its EPA rating under sustained highway conditions, and it speaks volumes about the i7's aerodynamic efficiency and powertrain calibration. The massive 101.7 kilowatt-hour battery provides an enormous energy reserve that gives drivers the confidence to maintain highway speed without constantly monitoring the range display. BMW also includes up to 2,000 kilowatt-hours of complementary charging at Electrify America stations with every new i7, which translates to significant dollar savings during highway road trips over the first few years of ownership. Overall, the i7 xDrive 60 proves that when engineering and budget align, an electric car can match or exceed its rated range even at real American highway speeds. Number 5. Tesla Model Y. The Tesla Model Y is the best-selling EV on the planet, and its highway range performance has been validated by multiple independent tests that confirm it is one of the most capable electric crossovers for sustained freeway driving. The 2026 Model Y starts at $41,000 and offers EPA-estimated range figures that vary by trim. In the out-of-spec testing 70-mile-per-hour highway range test, the 2026 Model Y delivered 296 miles of real-world highway range, which is an outstanding figure for a mid-size crossover SUV and represents one of the best results in its class. Even the base standard trim, which is the least expensive version, was found to deliver energy efficiency on par with the more expensive long-range variants in independent testing, earning the description insanely efficient from the testers. The Model Y achieves these highway numbers through a combination of a low drag coefficient, an efficient heat pump system, and Tesla's industry-leading battery management software that optimizes energy delivery at every speed. When you combine the nearly 300 miles of proven highway range with the fastest and most accessible charging network available, the Model Y offers a highway driving experience that eliminates range anxiety for the vast majority of road trips. Number 4. Audi A6 Avant e-tron. The Audi A6 Avant e-tron is one of the most anticipated electric vehicles for highway-focused buyers, combining the practicality of a wagon body style with electric range figures that rival anything in its class. The A6 Sportback e-tron, which shares its platform with the Avant wagon variant, starts at approximately $66,700 and carries an EPA estimated range of up to 392 miles in the rear-wheel drive configuration with the efficiency-optimized Ultra package. That puts it among the longest-range electric sedans and wagons available at any price. Consumer Reports tested the A6 e-tron and noted the EPA estimated driving range of 392 miles on 19-inch wheels, though 20-inch wheels reduce that figure. Motor Trend projects the EPA range will land between 350 and 400 miles for the rear-wheel drive variant, with dual-motor versions likely falling below 350 miles. In European highway testing at 75 miles per hour, the Audi A6 Avant e-tron Quattro delivered a real-world range of just under 211 miles at that aggressive speed, while at more typical European motorway speeds closer to 65 miles per hour, the range extended toward 300 miles. The A6 e-tron benefits from the premium platform electric architecture shared with Porsche, which includes an 800-volt electrical system enabling ultra-fast DC charging at up to 270 kilowatts. For the buyer who wants a premium electric wagon that can eat up highway miles with minimal stops, the A6 Avant e-tron is in a class of its own. Number 3. Kia EV6. The Kia EV6 has established itself as one of the best electric vehicles for highway road trips thanks to a combination of solid range, ultra-fast charging, and a driving character that makes sustained high-speed cruising genuinely enjoyable. The EV6 starts at $42,900, and the rear-wheel drive long-range model carries an EPA estimated range of up to 310 miles. In real-world highway testing at 70 miles per hour, the all-wheel drive EV6 with the 77.4 kilowatt-hour battery delivered approximately 223 miles at constant speed, which represents a solid 72% of the EPA range for that configuration. Owners who cruise at 75 miles per hour in mild weather consistently report real-world highway range in the neighborhood of 240 to 260 miles for the rear-wheel drive long-range model, which is enough for nearly 4 hours of uninterrupted highway driving before needing to stop. Where the EV6 truly differentiates itself on the highway is charging speed. The 800-volt architecture allows DC fast charging from 10 to 80% in under 18 minutes, which is the fastest charging speed of any non-Porsche EV in its price range. One owner reported charging the EV6 to full and seeing an estimated 318 miles of range on the display with an energy efficiency of 3.2 miles per kilowatt-hour at highway speeds. For the buyer who wants a highway EV that minimizes the time spent waiting and maximizes the time spent driving, the EV6 hits a sweet spot of range, charging speed, and price that is hard to beat. Number 2. Tesla Model 3. The Tesla Model 3 has consistently proven itself as one of the most efficient electric vehicles on the highway, and the 2026 model pushes that efficiency to new heights with real-world test results that exceed what most buyers would expect from a compact sedan. The 2026 Model 3 starts at approximately $38,630 for the standard rear-wheel drive model, and its EPA estimated range figures span from 309 miles for the performance variant up to 363 miles for the standard trim. In out-of-spec testings, comprehensive 70-mile-per-hour highway range tests, every Highland Model 3 variant except the performance exceeded its EPA estimated range, a result that is almost unheard of in the EV world. The long-range all-wheel drive model delivered real-world highway range exceeding its EPA estimate, consuming only 265 watt-hours per mile at 70 miles per hour. Car and Driver recorded 128 miles per gallon equivalent in their 75-mile-per-hour highway fuel economy test for the rear-wheel drive long-range model, confirming the Model 3's status as one of the most efficient highway EVs regardless of price. At under $39,000, the Model 3 delivers more verified highway miles per dollar than virtually any other electric car on the market. Number 1. Hyundai Ioniq 6. The Hyundai Ioniq 6 earns the top spot on this list because its aerodynamic design was purpose-built for highway efficiency. And the real-world range results at sustained high speeds reflect engineering that prioritizes exactly what matters most when you are covering long distances on the freeway. The 2026 Ioniq 6 carries an EPA-estimated range of up to 361 miles in the rear-wheel drive SE long-range configuration with 18-inch wheels, which is one of the highest range ratings of any electric sedan under $50,000. Consumer Reports tested the Ioniq 6 with long-range battery and 20-inch wheels and noted an EPA-rated range of 270 miles, which is competitive even with the larger wheels and all-wheel drive system adding energy consumption. Owners driving at 78 miles per hour in mild conditions report real-world efficiency of 2.8 miles per kilowatt-hour, translating to over 217 miles of highway range even in that demanding scenario. And at more moderate speeds, the range climbs substantially higher. Starting at $43,400 for the 2026 model, the Ioniq 6 delivers more EPA-rated highway range per dollar than any premium electric sedan, and its streamlined shape means it loses less range at high speed than boxier competitors. For the buyer who treats the highway as their primary driving environment, the Ioniq 6 is the electric car that was literally shaped to go farther between charging stops than anything else in its price class. And with this, we have reached the end of this video. Make sure to like it and subscribe the channel for future upcoming videos.